Hello to all traders and welcome back to another video brought to you by Orbex. So we're looking at the yen pairs today after the Bank of Japan has stood firm over their interest rate hikes or potential movement on the interest rate, standing in negative territory still. And this comes on the back of CPI data coming out of the country on Friday. And don't forget, only last week we saw a 7-month high for yen against the greenback, but now we're having a little bit of an upturn. It has actually jumped just over 300 pips so far this morning on the news, but as the reversal already begun, it doesn't look like it's really lingering in the voices of a lot of economists. It has actually dropped 100 pips already from the news, so big swings in the market already. And if we look at the daily chart on the dollar yen especially, we're seeing it just having another slight correction. Doesn't look like it's going to have a big reversal at the moment. So is it just basically the news event, like a lot of the time, has seen a sudden push on the currency and then we're going to see another leg lower? We'll see about that. Well, I just wanted to have a look on cable as well. We touched upon it at the beginning of the week, but we had inflation data coming out of the UK this morning. 10.5% versus 10.7%, still very, very high. It is coming down slightly the second month in advancement, but it is actually still very high. These 40-year highs on inflation, really starting to pick away at a lot of small businesses and other things going on in the UK. So how will that firm and how will that be standing on cable as well? So let's just take a look at the charts from this morning. Dollar yen, like I said, we've had this great advancement on the yen in the last 7 months, and we've had, I'll just zoom in on the daily chart because I just want to show you, we've had correction after correction, and this just seems like another correction in that play. And as I said, we are actually now, we've jumped up 300 pips from the morning session because obviously the early Asian session does happen in the middle of the night for a lot of the world. However, as I said, 100 pip advancement to the downside as well. Just want to bring it straight onto the 4-hour chart just to show you what we're looking at now. And it is interesting reading because a lot of economists were saying, the yen is falling behind now, but as you can see here, we are actually now moving very, very far to the downside. So this was a 300 pip move, and then this red candlestick here is a 100 pip move to the downside. So very, very choppy at the moment. We'll see where it's going next because there's not really too much of divergences on the RSI. We are having overbought scenarios for the last few trading sessions for the dollar yen in particular. So let me know where you think it's going next. We've had a lot of comments about a big reversal for the dollar. It's not looking likely that this is basically going to keep on pushing higher and higher and start breaking, recent boundaries. We are looking at CPI data later in the week on Friday morning, so this could actually give more of a signal on where the yen is moving to. But at the moment, it just seems like a big push in the market, and then we are slightly reversing, possibly even to halfway, roughly around the 130 area, which will be very, very psychological. Not too much to sink our teeth into this morning. If you've missed the big push on the yen, chances are that there'll just be a slight come down and then we'll see where the next move will be. And as I said, we've got CPI data coming up on Friday, so very, very big news, very exciting for a lot of traders as well. Really starting to see some really big benefits now on where we could be heading as well. So just looking on cable, as I said, we looked at it at the beginning of the week, but now we're having another push on cable due to this inflation news that's coming out as well. But again, not really too much in the way of big directions. We're just seeing now if we can get to this previous peak roughly of about the mid 124 handle, currently trading just below just above, sorry, the 123, so over 100 pips away. Not too much of a divergence there. It's not really going to take too much of an effort to get up to that particular peak. 100 pip move in a couple of sessions obviously is not really a big move, so it could actually happen. If we look on the 4-hour chart as well, we are seeing now, with the assistance of the Ichimoku cloud, we are trading vastly above that, so we are in a very nice bullish channel at the moment, but it just depends on how far we're going to come with this channel as well. As I said, the previous peaks were up roughly about the mid 124 area section. We are looking at now just about the mid 123. As I said, 100 pip move. We'll see if that actually comes into fruition. RSI pretty flat at the moment, as you can see. Nothing in the way of major divergences. All very sideways trending at the moment, whereas now we've got a small bullish channel going, as I said, towards the mid 123, possibly 124 by the end of today's session. So we'll see how that plays out and where the next piece of news is coming from. So just keep an eye on all the fundamentals and let me know what you're trading on. Thank you very much, and we'll speak again tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.